Every year, countless people over 50 lose their independence, not because of aging, but because they ignore this one slow, silent change happening in their legs. If you've started noticing it is harder to climb stairs, that you hesitate before standing from a chair, or feel unsteady on your feet, you're not alone, and many don't realize how serious it can become until it is too late. The truth is, thousands of older adults are making the same mistake every night, doing nothing, while their muscles weaken quietly, leaving them at risk for falls, pain, and depending on others for basic movement. But what if you could change the future of your legs with a few simple habits before you sleep? I've spent decades working with seniors, watching people slowly give up favorite walks, lose confidence on the stairs, or avoid outings because their legs just won't keep up. It's deeply emotional to see how fragile independence can become when muscles fade. But what's even more frustrating is knowing many of these problems could have been slowed, or even reversed, with small changes no one talks about. Most people over 50 believe weakening legs are just part of growing older. After all, you see ads for expensive pills, supplements, and rehab programs everywhere, all repeating the same myth. Once your legs start slipping, you're stuck. But that simply isn't true. Research shows leg weakness is not inevitable. In fact, there are gentle nightly routines ignored by most doctors and virtually all drug companies that can help restore muscle power, improve balance, and keep you moving freely as you age. Imagine waking up with fewer nighttime cramps or feeling steady enough to walk without fear. That's what this video is about. The 8 nightly habits I've seen truly change the lives of seniors. This video is for educational purposes only and should not be considered medical advice. Let's start with something that sounds almost too simple, yet is backed by studies and generations of experience. Before bed, soaking your feet in the warm Epsom salt bath may seem like a pampering comfort ritual, but it does far more than relax you. Epsom salt contains magnesium sulfate, which plays a key role in helping your muscles contract and relax smoothly. It's common knowledge among health professionals that up to 80% of adults over 60 may not get enough magnesium, according to the NIH. What does that mean in real life? More nighttime cramps, stiffness when you wake up, legs that feel heavier every year. By soaking your feet in a warm Epsom salt bath just 10 or 15 minutes before sleep, you can help your body absorb magnesium through your skin. This calms tight muscles, eases restless legs, and encourages blood flow, so your lower limbs are nourished as you drift off to sleep. And the gentle warmth itself relaxes not just your muscles, but your mind, signaling to your body that the day's work is over and it's time to recover. I think about Shizuko, a grandmother in her 70s, who used to struggle with sudden calf cramps that woke her up gasping at night. Her grandson suggested this simple foot soak, and within a week, her cramps had eased noticeably. After 2 weeks, she told me she walked to the grocery store with new confidence, her legs lighter than they'd felt in years. Many people dismiss foot soaks as just a spa treat, but when you use Epsom salt and build it into your nightly routine, you're giving your legs a recovery boost that even expensive pills can't match. Right after your Epsom salt soak, try gentle calf stretches. Nightly stretching is more than a warm-up. It's a secret weapon for seniors fighting leg weakness. In fact, one study published in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity found that older participants improved lower limb circulation by over 20% after just a few weeks of daily stretches before bed. Think of your calf muscles like the engines, powering every step and supporting your balance. When these muscles get tight, which they do for many of us past 50, they trap blood, restrict nutrients, and make your legs feel locked up and unreliable. Stretching before sleep sets those muscles free. It lengthens the fibers, reduces the risk of cramps that would wake you, and primes your legs to receive oxygen and nutrients overnight. A friend of mine, a former taxi driver in his 70s, used to say his calves were hard as rocks each evening. He dreaded nighttime cramps until his daughter taught him to gently lean against the wall and stretch each leg, holding for 20 or 30 seconds, then sitting to raise his toes up and down. Within a month of consistency, he reported steadier legs, gasping less at night, and a newfound ease when rising from the car. Stretching calves isn't just for athletes, it's for anyone who wants to keep moving with confidence as they age. The next step is often overlooked, despite centuries of wisdom from across the globe. Massaging your legs with a little warm sesame or mustard oil before sleep. Science is now beginning to catch up with tradition. These oils have natural compounds, like sesamol in sesame oil, and a warming component in mustard oil, that soak into the skin and can stimulate circulation, ease minor inflammation, and act as antioxidants to help protect muscle fibers. In 2014, an Indian study found that seniors massaging their legs with natural oils nightly improved flexibility and reported far fewer aches and stiffness by the end of a month. The physical act of rubbing gently along your legs pumps blood and lymph fluid away from areas of swelling and brings fresh nutrients in. It's something I've seen over and over elderly clients who struggled to get to sleep because their thighs ached, but found noticeable comfort after their partner set aside 10 quiet minutes each night for a warm oil massage. The bonus is psychological massage also signals your body to relax, releases lingering daily tension, and helps prepare your muscles to rebuild stronger as you sleep. After soothing the outside, the next routine works from within. The power of simple leg elevation before bed. For countless seniors, legs swell as the day goes on, pooling fluid around the ankles and feet. This swelling not only feels uncomfortable but also restricts nutrition flow to your muscles, making weakness worse by morning. If you prop your legs up on pillows, or even laid against the wall as you lie on your back, just 10 minutes before sleep, you reverse gravity's work. Studies in the Journal of Physical Therapy Science show that gently elevating your legs can reduce swelling by up to 30%, and many older participants reported feeling less heavy and even walked farther and steadier after a few weeks. Take Nabucco as an example. She's a grandmother who dreaded her evening walk to the bus stop because of throbbing legs. Her granddaughter helped her establish a short routine, 10 minutes with her legs up against the wall, reading a magazine or listening to her favorite song. Within days, her legs felt less weighed down, and soon, she was making the walk with new energy. It's a small ritual, but for tired legs at night, it can mean the crucial difference between waking up refreshed or struggling with soreness and swelling. For those wondering about nighttime pain or restless legs, this next habit is both a treat and a proven helper. A small cup of tart cherry juice before bed. It might sound like something from an old wives' tale, but this habit is well supported by recent research. Tart cherries pack compounds called anthocyanins, which have been shown to lower inflammation and help muscles recover from stress, both in athletes and older adults. But here's where it gets even better. Tart cherry juice naturally contains melatonin, the hormone that helps regulate your sleep cycles. One study in the European Journal of Nutrition found that older adults who sip tart cherry juice nightly gained over an extra hour of sleep and reported better quality rest. Why does that matter for your legs? Muscle repair happens when you're in deep sleep. If you're missing out on those hours because of wakefulness or pain, your muscles simply can't recover. I recall Tomo, a man in his 70s who dreaded getting up each morning because his legs screamed with stiffness. His daughter began giving him a small glass of tart cherry juice before bed. In just days, he noticed deeper sleep. Within 2 weeks, the pain eased, and soon he was standing from bed, with less hesitation and more strength. This simple drink does double duty, helping your muscles heal and giving your body the deep rest it needs to wake up stronger. Now, as you start drifting off to sleep, there's one more gentle movement that can make a real difference: ankle circles right in your bed. It may seem too modest to have any real effect, but these are like small pumps for your circulation. Think of your feet making slow circles, clockwise and then the other way, each motion encouraging blood flow up through your calves and thighs. Older adults often forget that keeping blood moving is critical for muscle nourishment and flushing out waste products that cause soreness. In a study from the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy, older adults saw up to 25% better lower limb circulation after adding ankle mobility exercises each night. Kiko, who worked a lifetime as a gardener, used to wake with heavy, concrete-like legs. Just a week of slow, gentle ankle circles. Each night changed the way her legs felt by morning lighter, more flexible, and far less stiff. This small movement also lubricates the joints, protecting ankles from becoming weak links in your balance. I always urge clients, try 3 sets of gentle ankle circles before you sleep. You may be surprised how quick the difference adds up. Your next nighttime boost for your legs comes from your very last snack of the day. And it's not about sugar or carbs. It's about magnesium. This mineral is crucial, yet most people over 60 quietly become deficient. When magnesium runs low, your muscles are the first to suffer. They cramp, jerk, or simply feel weaker and slower. An easy fix is a magnesium-rich snack before bed. A handful of pumpkin seeds, a serving of yogurt with seeds on top, or even a small banana. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition observed that seniors eating more magnesium maintained 40% better muscle strength and had significantly less frailty. Why? Because magnesium supports the process every living cell uses to contract muscles and make energy. My client Hiroshi often woke in pain with leg cramps. Our simple change, adding a nightly snack of yogurt and pumpkin seeds, almost wiped the cramps away within a week and restored energy for his favorite morning walks within a month. Magnesium works best alongside a little protein, too, so adding it to your yogurt or milk snack can double the benefit. Make this a habit every night. My experience is that those who do almost always see a reduction in cramping and an improvement in leg strength over just a few weeks. Now, the top nightly habit is simple and costs almost nothing, but the science behind it is remarkable. Applying warmth to your legs before bed, with either a heating pad or a damp, warm towel. While this sounds like basic comfort, recent research in the Journal of Applied Physiology shows that localized heat therapy can improve muscle protein synthesis by more than 1/3. What does that mean? Your muscles are literally rebuilding, healing, and regaining strength more efficiently when you give them warmth. This is essential as we age, because natural muscle breakdown speeds up in your 60s and beyond. Etsuko, a retired teacher, struggled for years to stand from her favorite chair due to chronic stiffness. After applying a warm heating pad for just 20 minutes at bedtime, she felt a dramatic change within 2 weeks. Rising from her chair became easier, and after a month, she described her legs as feeling years younger. The effect is partly physical. Heat widens blood vessels, floods muscles with nutrients, softens connective tissue, and eases nerve sensitivity. It also soothes away the minor aches, twitches, and stiffness that often keep you awake or interrupt healthy sleep. Unlike ice, which restricts blood flow, heat invites blood in, providing a deep recovery window for your muscles. If your legs are tired or sore, this step really can be your ticket to waking with renewed strength. When you use these 8 nightly habits together, from the Epsom salt soak through gentle stretching and massage, to leg elevation, tart cherry juice, ankle circles, magnesium-rich snacks, and warmth, you build a bedtime system to help restore circulation, ease muscle tension, and give your legs the best shot at real recovery. These are simple routines, safe for most people, that focus on supporting the body's natural repair while you sleep. I've watched ordinary men and women in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s transform the way they move after adding these habits each night. That walk to the mailbox gets easier. Stairs become less intimidating. Confidence on uneven ground returns. It's not a miracle, it's giving your legs the tools they need to fight weakness and reclaim independence. Remember, the biggest barrier is not effort. It's the belief that leg weakness is just aging. That's the myth that holds people back. In reality, there is so much you can do right at home to maintain your mobility and stay active. And these habits, backed by research and real stories, are a great place to start. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these habits are you already doing? Which new one will you try tonight? Share your experiences in the comments below. Your story could inspire someone else to take their first step. And if you found these tips helpful, make sure to subscribe for more simple, Science-backed ways to stay healthy and independent as you age. Strong legs mean strong years ahead. Thank you for watching, and I hope you give your legs the care and attention they deserve starting tonight.